after you get your strap all the way done, your first row, this is my completed one, but I'll just show you how to start the next rows after. Okay, take another string, get it about twice as long as this is. So measure one and then fold it in half, measure to the other side, okay? It doesn't really matter where you start. I'm going to start towards the end just so I can show you how to wrap it around and keep going, but I usually would start in the middle if you're just doing it normal. Okay, take through one of these beads. Doesn't really matter which one. Okay. And then take one of your other beads, stick it on your string, and go through the next white one over. Okay. And there's the first bead of the stitch. And you just keep doing that all the way down both sides till you get to the end. And I'll show you what to do once you get to this end. Keep putting them through just like that. And you have to make sure you pull it tight too as you go. I mean, after every 3 or 4 beads, pull it pretty tight so it'll stay. Okay, so now say you got to the end, we pulled it tight, everything is great. Now you have to come back around to do the other side, okay? So when you come back around, this is what you do. Now we're going to be doing white beads. So right here, take a white bead, put it on your string, and then you're going to go through one of these black beads that we just did. Okay? And then you just keep doing the same thing all the way down. That's exactly how you do it. This is how you like flat tail stitch, whatever it's called. Okay? And then how to tie it off once you're all the way done with these 2 rows is after you get this whole entire row done all the way to the end and you flip back around just like we did, you come through both sides and then the strings will just meet. One will be coming out of here in the middle and one will be coming out of this way. And you just tie them together. You put your last bead on and just tie it together. Super easy. The only reason I didn't do it here is because this strap is already done, so I was just showing you how to go this way and that way. But if you want to make it longer, you just do 2 rows at a time. So you do this row, start in the middle, come all the way down and around on both sides, and then tie it, cut your extra string off, and then do another one. Just get another string and start going again. And you can keep doing that until you make it as long or wide as you want. You can keep going. You can make it any amount of width. And that's how you flat tail stitch. Once you get your straps all the way finished, this is how you attach them to the animal. I'm going to use this animal since this one strap is the only one that's left. First thing that I suggest is going and buying something like this, plastic canvas needles. I think I just got them at Walmart. They were like $1. They're not sharp, so you kind of have to work them to get them through the fabric. But I use them for beading too. So, anyways, get a ribbon. I found the ribbon works the best. It's stronger to hold it, and tie a bead onto the end, just like I did. That'll stop it from coming through on the other side. Okay, now you have to go in, since this one's already been attached on the bottom and top. Basically, you're just sewing the straps in. It's super easy. You just have to find out where you want them, which I'm going to follow this line, just like I did on here. Make sure that it's straight. And then make sure that the purple is on the outside. Okay, good. So I'm good. Okay, it doesn't really matter where you start. You just go on the inside. Find a spot in your seam where it can come through and push the needle through. There it is. And you just pull it through. Like I said, it takes a little bit of finessing with the ribbon on it. Here it comes. Kind of hard to grab, you know. There. Okay. And the bead on it stops it from going anywhere. Okay. Then you're going to take the needle and put it through the first bead right here. Okay, and then back down through this one, second bead. Okay, and then you pull that tight right there, and then you just take this needle and go right back through, not exactly where you were, just a little bit underneath where it was, to get it into the other side. Okay, and that's all you do the whole entire way. It's just the very, very, very same thing, up and back, just like you were sewing. And like I said, it takes a little bit to get through, but you already can see that. There we go. Alrighty, so that's the first stitch done. Okay? Now, since you're already in here, you don't have to go through a bead because you're on the inside now, from the inside coming out. So, just take it and come back up just about a little bit after where you were. Make sure you pull it tight the whole time, though. You need it to be tight. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You need to go back through the bead you just came through. That'll hold it a little bit more steady, safer. And then back down through the next bead. And then back to the fabric. And you're going to do this all the way down until you're all the way done sewing on your strap. And then, like I said earlier, it just depends on how big you make your strap, how many times you're going to have to go through to sew it like this. So if you make a smaller strap, then you won't have to. If you make a bigger strap, then you'll have to go through a lot more times. And just don't forget to go up through the bead you were already going through when you come back through. And that's what you do. And then once you get all the way to the end and you're all the way done, take another bead and wrap it around. I'll show you. It'll be on the inside, of course. You put another bead on it, and then you wrap it around and put the bead back up to the bottom. I'll put the string back up to the bottom of the bead. Like this. So it's like this. And you push this down all the way down to where it is on the inside to the bottom. And then you just tie a knot like this. You tie it and you push it down, and then you just keep tying knots like that over and over and over until you either run out of string or your knot's big enough. Because that way it'll keep it in. It's just a way to tie a knot when you only have one string. And that bead on the end will stop it from going anywhere. So it's super easy. You just have to get your strap done and then tie it on. And then once you're all the way done sewing on the strap, then you're completely done with the bag, unless you want to find a way to close the back up. Some people put zippers. I actually have a button-making machine. It's not here. It's in my storage somewhere. But it just makes snap buttons. You snap them on each side, and then they can snap together. So that's what I do for the back. So you could use a zipper. You could even just leave it open. It's up to you. And I've seen some people also, they tie, or I guess not tie, like sew some sort of a silky liner into the animal. I'm assuming they just make it big enough to fit in here and then they sew it to the ends of here. But I've never had a problem without a liner, and I don't ever use them, so I didn't even show you guys how to do it because I don't use them. But if you do want a liner, you can put it on too. And then after they're all the way done, everything's done, you just make candy for them. And then you're done. You're all the way done. And that's how I make mine.